Welcome back to Craig's Cabin. We're going to be tying some more knots with this trusty paracord. Let's jump into the video. Welcome back. So we're going to be doing some more knots from this book, The Complete Guide to Knots. I put a link in the last knot video to the book on Amazon, and today we're going to use our broomstick again, and we're going to do a rolling hitch and a slipped rolling hitch. Now the rolling hitch was formerly known as the Magnus or Manger's hitch, and is the best knot for bending a small rope to a larger one under strain, and it's used both at sea and for climbing. So the knot can be slid along the heavier rope when the lighter line is perpendicular to it, but the knot tightens as soon as there's any sort of lateral strain. It was also formerly used by sailors to hoist the yard horizontally and uncoil the hawsers from the anchor capstan. See, I don't know sailor speak. If you know, if you could put that in layman's terms for me, put it in the comments. That'd be great. In climbing, a similar knot, the Prusik knot, is made in a loop and is used to ascend a rope. So here's the pictures. I'm going to use those to attempt this knot. Just set that up there for a sec. So we get our paracord, and in fact I'm going to read you the method first. So you take 2 turns with the lighter rope around the heavier one. We're going to use our bit of broom handle here to simulate the thicker rope. So you take 2 turns around the lighter rope, the heavier rope, sorry, thicker rope, working downwards. Then pass the end over the standard part and make a half hitch around the thicker rope above the first 2 turns. The end should be parallel to the standard part. Pull the standard part downwards and the knot is secured. Okay, so we take our bit of paracord, which is going to simulate the lighter rope. We take our broom handle, which is the heavier rope, and then we're going to go around and around. We're going to come over like so, then around again and back through this loop here, right? So we can hold this one, and apparently if we pull the remaining rope it should tighten. So we're going to hold this one up here out of the way and do lateral movement on this rope, and it should tighten, right? So that's a lateral movement, and that is tight, but we should be able to, there we go, move it up and down the rope like so until we put the lateral force on it, and then it won't move. So we'll do this again. So get our standard bit of rope, go round twice, and up and round again, going through here, and pull it tight with lateral movement, and that tightens the knot. There we go. You see both sides of it. See if I do this a bit closer as well so you can see. Undo this. Right. So it says working down. I want to do 2 turns and then up and come through. There's the end. There we go. Like so. Right, so then it looks like that. Give it some lateral force, and that's tightened. But then when you release the pressure, lateral pressure, you can slide up and down until you put the force on, and then and we've released the force so you can move it again. Now the next one we're going to do is the slipped rolling hitch. Now it's similar to the rolling hitch, but you put a little slip in it so that it's easier to untie. I'm going to show you how to do that now. So working down again, do 2 turns, give ourselves a bit of extra rope this time, 2 turns, and the second one, I'm going to go up and turn. This time, instead of putting the whole rope through, we're going to pull just a little bit, okay, and then we're going to do the lateral movement on the main line, like so. You see we've got the hoop here. So now you can't go up and down, but then we'll release some of the pressure off and it should slide up and down. There we go. But you see where we've got the little notch here? This is so we can get it easier undone. This is why it's slipped, because you just slip that out and it undoes. There we are. Let's have a look, see if there's another one we can do. So, a highwayman's hitch or a draw hitch. Okay, I can have a go at that. Now, the highwayman's hitch is alleged to be used by highwaymen to tie up their horses. One pull on the end of the hitch was undone, and it's a very simple knot both to make and to untie. Tension on the standing part, however, will not undo the knot, and it is useful in variations and in various situations, such as lowering objects and making temporary fastenings. Okay, now the method, it says, make a bite by folding back a long end and bend it over the post. Well, we don't have a post, but we do have this here. Reaching through this loop, pull up the standard part in a bite and hold it tight. Holding the bite secure with the right hand, form yet another loop, this time in the end, with the left hand, and pass through the previous loop. Pull the standing part to tighten the knot. To untie it, you only need to pull the end. And so I'm going to try and follow this and see if I can do it. And I'm not going to switch the camera off. So you've got a blooper reel if I mess up. So let's tilt you guys a little bit. There we go. So we got our hitch point. Now it says to make a hitch, a bite point, put over, and then we come and make another bite point through this one. Is it with one or two? With one. So there's one there, right? So we've got one loop here, we've got another one here, and then we're to make a third one where the end is, which I've got here, and then we put that through there. Right, so pull the standing part to tighten the knot. So keeping hold of that with my hand. It says to pull this bit. See, didn't work. Right, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna go over, hoop, reaching through, pull up the standing part there, and pull it tight. That's where I went wrong. I didn't pull it tight. There we go. So we made our first loop. Go over it again. Make a loop and put it over there. Now we reach through this loop and grab the normal bit of line there, and then we pull this tight. Okay, so we just got this loop here. Then we reach through again, hoping I'm doing this right this time, making another loop or bite point, and then it says to pull just that bit. God. Right, I'm going to try this once more. So put our loop over. Right, got that pinched onto there. That's fine. We reach through that and pull this up, and then we pull this tight, holding the bite. But yeah, pull it tight. Now reaching through, form another loop, this time in the end. So far I've made a loop and come through it. Right, yep, done that bit. Aha. Right, now I made a third loop. I've come through that. And it says pull the oh, there we go. And pull the standard line to make it tight. And there we have our Highwayman's hitch. So we're going to try this again now that I've done it. And it says all you have to do is to pull the end to undo it. Oh, look at that. Did it. Sense of achievement. Right, so make ourselves a loop and put it over our fence post. We reach through, grabbing the rest of the rope like so. We pull it tight. Then we reach through this hoop and get the loop with the end, and then we just pull the standard one to make it tight. There we go, Highwayman's hitch. And again, just pull the end and it undoes. See if I can do this a bit easier for you guys to see. See if I can do it with one hand. Right, a hoop, reach through, grab the main bit of the rope to make another hoop. Then we pull it tight. Then through this hoop we get the bit with the end on it and pull it tight. There we go. Now the horses are tied up and not going anywhere. Pulling this one does nothing. The way to undo it is you pull the other end and it comes off. So that's a couple more knots for you there. The Highwayman's hitch and also the rolling hitch. Please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment down below, even if it's just hi Craig. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the channel. Also check out what we're doing on our social media pages with the Craig's Cabin community volunteers. That's enough for me for tonight. Stay safe. I'll see you later.